Motiv beats the Purple Hammer. So can you explain the tournament format like I'm 5?
In US trials, players are trying to accumulate as little points as possible.
That's crazy to me.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
something like golf. Well, it's Brunswick Ballmaster
Brunswick.
Open.
Brunswick.
In Europe, it's Brunswick.
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 It's Brunswick Ballmaster. So that's 259 average in 6 games. And after that, he was still 23rd.
The fact that I'm able to put some practice in before I go there is a huge. Because last year I came off the injury, so I didn't get the practice at all for it. So that's a huge one.
Sup, brother?
Sup?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Today we will learn English.
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
How are you? Say hot potato.
Why are you?
Another week, another BowlingLife Show. And today we have so many different topics to cover that it was very difficult to choose because we have limited time.
So we only choose two.
Actually, we had two topics, and maybe I shouldn't have said that. But two topics. First,
The big ones.
Yeah, the Team USA trials that just recently ended, and we have a team of United States of America already selected. And then we have a Brunswick Ballmaster Open, which concluded a few days ago.
On Sunday.
Yeah, and we have a spicy topic for this. Motiv beats the Purple Hammer.
That's a nice story.
Yeah,
That's
but we
a
will
nice
talk
title.
about the Ballmaster later. Let's begin with the Team USA trials.
Are you surprised with the outcome of it?
Maybe yes, maybe no. I will be honest with you. Before, let's say a couple years back or a year back, maybe, I was not really following the Team USA trials and how it was going. So,
What made you follow?
well, the job, I guess. You have to follow the Team USA trials now because we follow everything related to bowling.
Great.
Great.
So you're learning something about bowling.
Yeah,
On the go.
on the go. You live and you learn, and yeah.
So maybe this podcast will be in some kind of a benefit for you as well.
Yes, I hope so. I
Great.
hope that whatever I'm doing in life, that I will learn something from it. That's the motto of mine. But to answer your question, if I was surprised, and since I was not following the journey before, I was, because I did not see the PBA players, the top players in the top spots. So let's say I was surprised because these players who won are fairly young, and yeah, so that was interesting.
My point was more about, the tournament was almost won. The whole tournament, including amateurs, was won by 2 amateurs. On the women's side, we had Elizabeth Tuber, who won USA team trials and US amateurs. So 2 titles in one event. And on the men's side, we also had Mr. Oliver, who almost did the same. He just lost in the finals of US amateurs, but he won the US trials.
Yeah, so that's an interesting point. But first of all, I think, you're already talking about the winners of it all. But I think what we need to cover first is the tournament itself and how it is, going. What are the rules? How is the winner decided, and things like that? Because if you are looking at for the first time, like I did, it was a bit difficult for me to understand everything, in without actually reading the rule book and all of those things. So, can you explain to me the tournament format like I'm 5?
Sure. It's
Do it.
not that hard. All the players are playing 6 games for 5 days. So we have 30 games spread it across 5 games, 5 days. So 6 games in each day on different oil pattern, different settings. So it's kind of a new event each day. Here in US trials, players are trying to accumulate as little points as possible.
That's crazy to me.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
something like golf or something. Yeah. So the meaning of it is that we are not counting total pinfall after all 30 games are played. We are only counting the position, the number of the position that you took in each day. For instance, if you were number 1 in day 1, you earn 1 point. On the second day, if you're, I don't know, in 30th place, you had 31 points. So the standings are always, changing, and no one is really counting the total pinfall, average, and that kind of stuff, but only counting the, adding to their position. They are adding up another position from.
So
another
basically,
day.
you're counting positions.
Yes.
I
The
asked
total.
you. I asked you to explain to me like I'm 5.
So I did. No.
So just say you are counting positions.
Duh.
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 Worst teacher ever.
That's why I don't teach.
Good. So the point system is kind of clear. We have women's division, right? We have men's, and we have amateurs.
Yes.
Uh,
And at the same time, we are trying to determine who's on Team USA Youth as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on in those 5-day span, and a lot of news to cover.
Yeah, and for the winners, right? Because it's sort of clear who wins the tournament if you have the highest position during those 5 days, and you accumulated the least amount of points, you win the tournament. But now this whole event is built around actually creating the Team USA.
Yes.
So how is this decided?
This is. I'm still explaining for a 5-year-old.
Please.
Please? Well, you need to grow up, man. Because this one is biggie, and it's a little bit harder to explain because it's constantly changing for just a little bit, because it's hard to add up, because some of the places are, changing because players are winning multiple titles. So
Yeah.
they kind of advance to the Team USA throughout different channels. So they are, just getting a free space for another person who didn't actually win the tournament on something.
Let's do this. Let's just take the list of players who advanced or who made the team, and let's see how did they how were they
we
selected.
can do that. I have a list, so we can go through. All right. Let's start with Team USA men. All right.
Let's do it.
So Bryce Oliver, he's the winner of the Team USA trials.
So obviously he's in the team.
Yes. Dawson Peterson is also on the team, but he's throughout the amateurs because he's amateur champion. Then we have Julian Salinas. He is from top trials finisher. Cameron Crowe, he's also through the main standings. Ryan Barnes, he's also from overall standings. TJ Rock, and Ryan Powers.
So
They
by the rules, 5 players are making the team, or 4.
Not exactly. By the rules, the top 4 male finishers in Team USA trials are on the team for Team USA. Then we have 2 additional men and women who are selected from the pool of players who competes at 26 Team USA trials by National Selection Committee. So we have a committee who picks 2 players depending on the standings. Then we have U.S. Amateur Champions. We mentioned that. So 1 guy and 1 girl from the standings. But yet again, if you are you made Team USA throughout the overall standings, you kind of have a free space here, and you can put another who's been in second place, for instance. And the remaining members are selected by the same committee, given on the resume of the player. And here we have 6 players this year.
So it's basically by accolades and all of those things.
Yeah, kind of. But, for instance, in resume selections, we have Andrew Anderson, A.J. Johnson, Packy Hanrahan, Jake Peters, Chris Prater, and Chris Y. So basically all the PBA Tour guys
the
who are...
superstars.
Basically the players that you can always rely on because they are not, they're used to pressure, used to representing under the TV lights and so on and so forth.
Where is E.J. Tackett?
E.J. Tackett? He's raising a little kid, so probably doing parenting.
That's more important. I don't have kids.
We
I
don't
know.
have kids. I don't know. But since you are a 5-year-old, then
it's too early.
Really important to me.
For me, it's too early to have kids. Okay,
He's
so
in his 30s.
they don't need to, and I think we talked about it in our previous episode.
Or late.
To what?
Doing kids.
To the part. Where are your kids?
We are basically
Where are your kids?
What? Heading back to Team USA, we didn't mention the girls' side. We have also 12 names written down, and we have additional committee addition here. So we kind of have 13 players who are picked for Team USA. We have Elizabeth Tuber. She's, as I mentioned before, trials and U.S. amateur champion. We have Caitlin Stool, Avery Domaguin, Brianna Cote, Gianna Brandolino, Maggie Toma, and, then resume selections are very well-known names like Julia Bonds, Brianna Clemmer, Crystal Elliott, Jillian Martin, Shannon Plukovsky, Jordan Snodgrass. So, all those PWBA players.
Major names.
And Caitlin Abigania was selected by the team addition, committee addition. So we have a longer list, but I suppose that's necessary.
Yeah, so a list is quite long, quite a few players.
But what do you think about this, the whole setting, the whole tournament?
So what I was going to say, for me the format is very interesting, and I think for these players who made the team, who won, who took the first places, I think it's a huge achievement in itself as well. Not only like being a part of Team USA and participating, in that team, but winning this kind of, and showcasing your skills in this kind of event. You have 5 days. Each day you have different oil patterns. The strategy is super important. You have the best players on the lane, so you all know what you are doing there. So you have to be the best, beat the best in order to be the best.
Not exactly. Not exactly. That's a nice saying, but not exactly. Because, for instance, Elizabeth, she didn't win a single day.
But you still need to be high.
But yeah, you need to be...
That's what I'm saying, you have a lot of great players, and just not necessarily to win, but to be in the top 10,
be consistent.
you
consistently
every day,
good.
it requires a crazy amount of skill and determination and focus. So that's a very impressive thing. And you know, they talked in the we watched the interview of the players, and they said themselves that they treat every day as a separate tournament, and to me that's the most crazy part. You have 5 days, 5 different tournaments. You need to be consistent on every one of those 5 days, and at the end, you are a member of Team USA. So the price of this consistency is very high. So I don't know. I think it's one of the, like, next year I will definitely watch it, because I think it's one of the most interesting and competitive formats that you can get.
Yeah, it's like people are constantly, saying USBC Masters and US Open are really tough challenges and, tough nuts to crack. But Team USA Trials is, another beast on bowling calendar. And, to treat a single event like it was 5 separate tournaments, you're in the same bowling alley every single day. You meet the same people over there.
And you get tired of their
Everything,
faces every single day.
Wow.
My God.
So much hate.
No,
So
not
much
hate.
and I'm not surprised at all.
I'm being realistic,
But just to focus on making those shots every single day on different settings, to come prepared for different wall patterns, to have balls ready, to have all the mentality ready for different kind of ball movements, transitions, everything around that. It's amazing. And players are really mentioning that they are constantly saying that it's separate tournaments each day. For me, it would be really hard to focus on this idea, because, as I mentioned, it's the same setting, same people.
So
it's
how
hard
do you
to
think
do it.
you would do in this kind of format? Like what place you could get?
I don't know. For me, maybe the idea would be kind of the same, but I would look at it like we had those in athletics pentathlon, when you have 5 different sports in one. So I would probably look at it like this, but it's really hard to do, and I don't know. I will never be on Team USA trial, so it's not my problem. But
Yeah, but I think the format is very nice, especially as we are talking here about the national team. I think the approach here is you need to find the best players to represent the country, and this kind of format is definitely very it makes it easier to do so, because obviously you want to have those stars that they might not perform that good in the tournament itself to be on the team. So that's why you have an option to invite them to on different circumstances. So that's one way to make sure that you have that top talent, and then you have all of those up and coming stars who are performing really well, but in different situations, different circumstances, they wouldn't get a chance, because if you don't have this kind of tournament, you don't even, nobody thinks about you. And here you can come in, prove that you can be the best, and that you deserve the spot. And I think if more countries could, well, of course, you guys have plenty of bowlers to create those kind of tournaments, but I would like to see more of those across different countries. I would think it would be very interesting to follow.
yeah, USA has a different challenge. There's a lot of different players. We have
It's
memberships.
difficult for them to choose.
Yeah, we have over 17,000 memberships on USBC. So imagine
Crazy.
if all those guys came in and played. So there's a lot of talent.
And we have 300 players.
From which 73 only play. So, but what I was trying to say is that when you have so many options to choose from, it's another challenge, and you need a format that satisfies all people around. You need to somehow constantly have all those really well-known players on the team, because it gives you confidence. It gives you constant going for the medals, and actually constant growth for other players. Imagine imagine yourself in Oliver's shoes. Well, he's a good player, and he's been for a while, so maybe he's not the best example, but just imagine that you are, I don't know, just coming in for the first time to Team USA, and you're around those guys like Becky, Chris, Prater, Chris Y, and they are giving you tips how to bowl better.
Yeah, that's
So
great
that's a
opportunity.
big opportunity for you, and it really helps you to grow. So having those spots for all the guys around to be on Team USA, even on Team USA amateur trials. So imagine you are an amateur player and you're just up and coming, as you said, and your time to shine will come in, I don't know, 5, maybe 10 years. But you already have an opportunity to be on Team USA,
Yeah.
even if it's just a first time and you will not, I don't know, qualify for another 5 years or so. But this time is your time to shine, and you will have a lot of great experience just to be around those big names.
Yeah, and I just remembered, thinking about how difficult and how challenging this all trials are. We talked about, it's a different tournament every day, and if you want even a slight chance to be in Team USA, you need to be, every day you need to be at the top. And to prove that point, we had Dale Bernard, who had like one of the best blocks ever.
Yeah.
In 6 games, what he shot 1,554. So that's 259 average in 6 games. And after that, he was still 23rd. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You have a game of a block of your life,
Yes.
and you are, shit, nothing happened here.
Yeah. Just a one.
Need a few of those. So there were plenty of 800 series, plenty of 300s. So the competition, the level of the competition is crazy,
Yeah.
and to be on top, and these guys are like, they are all so young, and
And still,
I'm
it's
amazed.
it's all about the formats. I just glimpsed at the starts. For instance, Deo had 66-31 total, so it's a lot, and he's finished in 19th place overall, but he's in front of all the places above him until Becky, who's in 6th place. So if we counted only the pinfall here, so the standings would be, well, a lot different.
Yeah.
But since we are counting places that you accomplished throughout the 5 days, everything stands in place around that. So it's on Team USA trials, it awards you on your consistency, on being consistently good, not just, going like a
but
roller coaster.
Consistency and adaptable as well, because every time they play on a different pattern.
Exactly.
So you have short, you have long 42 feet, 50 feet, whatever, you know. So it's to be able to adapt every day on every pattern. I think that's. I would be.
You would be.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. Honestly, let's not tell any lies here.
Let's begin with that. We don't have enough bowling balls to go,
and we
this
don't have
kind of
enough
event.
balls as well.
Yeah.
Not only bowling balls.
I just look for girl standings. You know, one really interesting thing is that no player in the top 4 won in any day. So no number 1 in throughout the 5 days.
Wait, what?
So Brandolino is the first name in the standings who actually won at least once in 5 days.
Ah, you mean okay? So the
So,
players who advanced to the team.
No, Elizabeth, Caitlin, Brianna, and Avery didn't win in any day that they
Okay.
played, but they've been so consistent that they finished in top 4.
That's nice. So you don't need to win. You just need to be at the top.
Yeah. Basically, yes.
Easy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And well, probably in Team USA trials, one of the most important things is picking up the spears. And by saying that is Team Amateur on the boys' side, it was determined by the spear. And in the girls' side, it also been determined by the missed spear. So
Spears are the most important thing.
part, yeah.
Yeah, and
Would you pick up your spears?
Of course not, man. What are you asking? The question that I just thought about: were they still allowed to use urethanes?
I don't know. I didn't check that. Probably.
It was after 2026 when the urethane restrictions came into place.
Yes,
So that
January
means-
1st.
That means they were not
I
able
guess
to.
so. If I'm not mistaken, I think that urethane was.
So,
out of-
guys, if you are watching this show and you've participated in this tournament, please let us know how did it felt, what was the experience, if you played without urethanes. We're not sure, but if you did, let us know if you think it's better now or not. Because the change is quite big when we're talking about these kind of tournaments. So interesting to see if what the players are actually thinking, if it is better or not.
No, it was allowed to use urethane. There's no change in events like Team USA trials, collegiate, junior gold qualifiers, and several amateur competitions.
So then let us know if you would like for the urethane to be banned. Let's ride on that same shit as always. Urethanes.
We
Now,
only have
third
one
topic. Third topic in this urethanes.
That
Purple
one
Hammer.
guy.
Recommend. So team trials, that's clear. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to people who advanced and are now on the Team USA roster. That's a great achievement. But we have another tournament to talk about, which is closer to us. So that's in Finland. Happened only recently. So that's Brunswick Ballmaster Open. And I think we can kick it off with the interview of the winner, Santtu Tahvanainen, who came out victorious. So you will see some episodes from the Ballmaster as well. Let's take a listen.
So, how was the finals? How would you describe it?
Stressful and then way less stressful. It was like the first I was actually stressing it, and when Jarno left the split on the fifth frame, it was like kind of a relief, and then I struggled the first two shots. That's why I even changed to the 4 steps. And when she split, I was like, if I just ball good, I have a chance. And I collected my head, and then it was way better bowling after that.
Yeah, Jarno was telling that he wasn't satisfied with his bowling. Would you say that the experience that you have on PBA Tour and playing in this kind of a field, has a little of advantage against him?
Yes, definitely, because like, especially the 23 year, I made 5 different shows on PBA and also got bowled for the title, and then 25, I won the title on the PBA, and I definitely felt it that I haven't bowled so much of the tournaments because I injured my hand during the Hammer Challenge. So I haven't been able to bowl almost at all. So that I would definitely feel like, because I wasn't like completely confident on my bowling. But it wasn't like my hands were not trembling or anything like that anymore, like they used to on a TV. I was like so nerve-wracked. So it definitely helped to have the experience on me.
How much does it mean to you to have that a flag, a name flag right here in Tally Bowling? And maybe you can compare it with the PBA Tour title that you won last season.
I think it's like almost the same for me because I grew up here. Like I bought my first Ballmasters when I was like 13 or 14, and I saw all kind of big names like Dino Castillo and Sean Rash and Tommy Jones, and I met Parker when I was young, and we always chatted for years and years, and it has its own meaning over here, like 'cause it's an environment, and everyone always talked about it when I was a kid and how cool it is to win. And the fact that Miko won it so many times, but also it follows up over there to see his banner there and all the great names over there, and so it's like they're both. I cannot put one above the other, like absolutely no.
Going to the PBA Tour title, to PBA Tour season, I mean, this win probably has some value because the season is so near. So having a win here probably has a boost on morale.
Yeah, definitely, and the fact that I'm able to put some practice in before I go there is a huge. Because last year I came off the injury, so I didn't like get the practice at all for it. So that's a huge one. And well, even my good friend Brett, who's also the one that is from Motiv, like works for Motiv, he was the first who probably messaged me like, "God damn, congratulations!" So it's like
Full of emotions. I caught him between meals, so we have
Perfect
very,
timing.
very
Perfect
little
timing.
time.
That's
He's
how
a really nice
journalists-
guy. I was just asking, like, maybe you have time for an interview or something after you finished, and he said, "Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now." He just threw the plate on the table, and he's
So
like,
his,
"Maybe we
food
can sit
went,
here."
food went cold.
I don't know.
That's how you treat a winner.
Grab your salad.
Right, so
I can bring you your salad, Mr. Santtu.
first of all, before we get into discussing the Ballmaster Open, I want to address the comments on social media about the tournament name. Guys, it's not nice because they are saying that the tournament name is very unfortunate, like the Master of Balls. It's
Really?
it's guys, it's Ballmaster, like bowling Ballmaster.
As a Ballmaster started in what, 1971? So most of you guys with this silly joke haven't had your balls formed yet when the tournament was already rolling. So
So you shut up.
so you have no right saying that joke. So any guys who's older than who's born before 71, you can you can shoot that on socials.
So you mentioned that Ballmaster Open is a tournament that's been there for a long time, and it's one of the staples in European bowling. Lots of European stars participate. There are plenty of players who come overseas as well. We had champions like Bill O'Neill, I think, won the Ballmaster Open, right?
Yes.
We had Sinley Jane from Malaysia, who was the champion. There are also players who are participating constantly, like Parker Bond the third, and many other great names. So this tournament is full of competition, and as we were before, we're talking about USA Trials, which is like the biggest or one of the biggest events in USA. Ballmaster is the same in Europe, and people want to win this tournament. And this time, Santtu Tahvanainen came on top, came victorious, and we started with the Motiv beats Purple Hammer, and we have to say that there were plenty of Purple Hammers in this tournament.
Yeah. Well, it's Brunswick Ballmaster
Brunswick.
Open.
Brunswick.
In Europe, it's Brunswick.
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 It's Brunswick Ballmaster.
It's Brunswick Ballmaster, so you can expect a lot of purples rolling on the lanes, but it is what it is, and that was last year Ballmaster opted out from European Bowling Tour just because of 78 hardness rule, and well, Ballmaster being sponsored by Brunswick wasn't going to follow this, so they opted out, and they came back because the rules been changed. But it is what it is in Brunswick Ballmaster Open. You will see a lot of purples rolling in because not only it is allowed, but there's a lot of Brunswick staff players. We have a lot of guys who are coming from the US, from the headquarters of Brunswick. So you can expect a lot of bowling balls that would been made by B7 throughout the years on the lanes. And it's a common thing. It's totally fine.
It was obviously working quite well. And if we are focusing only on the semifinals and finals, so we had two players who were throwing purple hammers, right? So it was Jarno Lahti and
Rami Mukula, yeah.
Rami Mukula. And then I'm not sure what Linus were throwing, but Santtu,
I think it was Harsh Reality. If you guys saw exactly what ball he was throwing, or maybe Linus, you are listening for the
not
throw in the
the
comment.
purple ball. That's for
Definitely
sure.
not.
And Santtu won on one lane. He was throwing Motiv Nebula, and on another it was
The new Jackal, no?
Jackal, yes. Yeah. So Motiv came out on top. I think it was the first time for this brand to be in the first place in this tournament. Might be wrong, might be right. Who knows? Nobody can correct me now. So I will say it. But it was a very stable performance from Santtu. He said it himself in the interview that his experience is now allowing him to be calm in those situations. He has a steady hand. Surgeon.
Number one.
Number
Japan.
one, Japan. And that showed, he looked really good. Both of in the semifinals, he shot 222,
Yeah.
and then in the finals, he shot 204 against Rami's 170.
Yeah.
So very impressive performance, and going into the PBA Tour, obviously Santtu will be there, so that's a very good start of the year for him.
Yeah, and he was mentioning that that PBA Tour title that he won last year really gave him confidence. Not only that, but he's coming from the injury that was that he suffered last year during a Hammer Challenge. That is another tournament that is happening in Tallinn, and being unable to perform well because you are constantly hurting yourself throwing the ball. It really, gets into your head, and it's really hard to be consistent. But he came through the injury. He eventually won his first PBA Tour title. He's been performing well on European side as well. So there's, nothing stopping him from taking the title, especially when you cannot say that the Final Four was any kind of, I don't know, easier to win, because we
We had a
lacking.
past champion.
We had past champion. We had Linus, who was throwing 300s during the final steps. He's constantly, every single year that he's bowling, he's constantly around the finals in the Ballmaster Open, because that's bowling alley clearly fits him so well. He's been a really good player in another tournaments around Europe. So just because we don't hear the names around the world constantly doesn't mean that they are bad players. Rami, for instance, he's the first Hammer Challenge winner here in Finland. He's a really young and already experienced player. He's 22, I guess, and he's already bowling Ballmaster finals. So a bright future for this young guy is really, really up to him. And it was nothing easy for Santtu to win this tournament. Yes, it's not, I don't know, Jesper Svensson. It's not
But
Parker Bond.
Jesper was also in the
Of course.
final step. What was it, 3?
Yeah, he made the match play, but he didn't advance.
Yeah, there. When it comes to European stars, there were plenty. We had really big names like Marcus Jonsson playing for everyone. Martin Larsson, Jesper Svensson, and the Bond family. All of those players were there. So it was not a cakewalk, but yeah, Santtu did a really great job. So as we were in the Ballmaster, at the Ballmaster ourselves, rate the tournament from 1 to 10. How did you like it?
9.5.
Oh,
I think that this tournament, it's run really well since it's been there for more than 50 years. The guys behind the screens and behind the lanes are, really experts in organizing the tournaments, and you can really feel it. Everything runs smoothly. Everything is, well thought about. They have constantly live streams with live commentary. They have guests coming into the booth to comment together. Everything is going on YouTube, so anyone can join in and watch it.
yeah.
Up to the finals. Finals were live streamed on national TV. That's a rare feature in bowling whenever you just look at it. So that's really amazing.
And Tali Bowling is in itself, a crazy venue.
Yeah, maybe we can, I don't know, add some pictures to the podcast just to show guys how it looks like, because it's a venue built just for bowling. We
Yeah.
have a big setting for 36 lanes. It's amazing feeling. I remember the last time that when we came, it was our first time in Tally Bowl. When you see the whole, arena, the whole
Huge ceiling.
yeah,
Those.
it's hard to get used to that.
Yeah, we recommend visiting next time for the Ballmaster Open. It's a great tournament, great venue, great organization. The only downside, I think, it's very cold. Like Finland is, for me, it was tough.
Even for
I mean, we are
Lithuanian,
kind of used to the colds, but
kind of have the
still-
same climate
still.
here.
But still, it was. I don't know. It was colder.
You've been always running around with a T-shirt because you're just promming Bowling Life.
No, I'm
So
just
maybe
hot.
it's time to do a hoodie or something.
Maybe. Might think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so getting back to the Ballmaster Open.
So tell your score.
My score, I would say it's you gave 9.5. I will give
Something with a half because we need even number.
fine 8.5. I would have given 9, but let's do 8.5.
Why?
Why? Reason is simple.
But for some reason, 8.5 just gets bad score. I don't know why.
I don't know. But solely because you need to always leave a bit for future improvement. So that's the
You're
first
just
thing.
upset that Jesper didn't make the finals.
Maybe. I was cheering for him, I'm not going to lie. But
So
still.
Jesper is what equals for 1 point or a
Half.
half of point.
I have.
Okay.
I have, and the full point I would give for future improvement.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, but in all, the event was really something that I truly enjoyed. I truly enjoyed watching the players compete. It was, I don't know, it was never boring. You can, since there are plenty of lanes and plenty of action happening at all times, it was very interesting to watch different strategies, different techniques. We had very interesting ones with super high swings and of course two-handers, one-handers, and all of those things. So it was really exciting, and it just adds that, as you mentioned, the organization and the live streaming and the announcer, because one of the organizers is constantly with the microphone announcing to the whole venue that somebody has front seven and all of those things. So it just gives off that very professional, and to me it just gives that old school vibe. I don't know why, but maybe it's because of the venue, of how it all looks. It just, for me, it's all like old school, and I really like that vibe. It's maybe it's because of the wooden colors at the ceiling. I don't know, but it's all like, if you think that the Ballmaster is there for 50 years, I can imagine it. How it looked before. So vintage. That was really nice to me.
Nice. So overall, it was a really nice tournament, and almost 500 players around. So a lot of big talents on the lanes, and anytime that you are watching those guys doing what they do, it's a nice place to be.
Yeah, it was definitely a nice place to be, and we will definitely repeat it next year.
Are you taking your balls with you? Balls master?
Which balls? I will take my 2 purple hammers. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to relive the action of the USA trials or Ballmaster Open, everything can be found on the internet. And for the next week, for the next episode, since the PBA Tour season is obviously right around the corner, we will have to review what updates and changes we have for the new season, what predictions we have, and yeah, we will kick it off with some interesting topics.
And we will discuss player transfers.
Yeah,
That's
player
another
transfers.
really
That's an
interesting topic.
Yeah, so see you next week. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all of those things as always, and keep on striking.